This review's been brought to you by Lunar Toy Store. Get your big. What? No, that's not the right intro. That's not even the right channel. Lunar Toy Store. This is what dreams are made of. I'm pretty sure we didn't have the rights for that either. Don't sue me. Well, hello there. It's an older figure. I know. But nothing else has come out. And I've actually had this for a while, and I've been wanting to review it. And there are plenty of reviews of this figure out already. But why would you go and watch those well-established channels when you have me? Don't leave, because I'll find you. But here he is, amazing Figuarts Guts Berserker Armor. That's a big box. What do you got inside there? Delicious. Show me what you got, baby. And it's actually a pretty decent spread. Okay, and here he is straight out of the box. And look at all those lines, those striations. That detail. You're gorgeous. But wait, I think we're going to do things a little differently. You see, this is not the only Guts figure that I have. Here is the Berserker Armor by Figma. It is a much older figure. This is actually the re-release that came out with like all the blood splatter. But you can tell it's an older Figma model because of the older joints on the elbows. Is he taller? I think he's taller. And I want to say right off the bat, looking at them on camera versus looking at them in person is very different. And let me show you why. Here they are with lighting, and here they are without lighting. So without lighting, I feel like the Figma actually looks a little better, but with the lighting, oh my god, those beautiful details. It makes the armor look much more otherworldly, and where I'm going to display him is a lot of lighting. So, before actually filming it, I really thought I was still going to like this one better, but I don't know. Let's keep on looking. Here's one more shot of the front. There, right side. To the left, to the left. Berserker ass. Holy shit! Oh my god, even on the back, there is so much more detail on the Figuarts. But you know, like I said, this is a much newer figure. That said, I can't tell if that darker spot by the peg hole is a QC issue or I don't know. Still here. Oh, I should have just another clip for that piece of his face was coming off. However, we here at Ish Entertainment know about the nail polish trick, so you're safe. For now. Both have legs that bend, almost all the way, pivoting ankles and bendy toes. However, as you can see, the Figuarts does everything much more elegantly and can even tilt his neck, whereas this one kind of looks like he's not enjoying every single moment, which means I probably won't either. It's worth mentioning that both utilize a certain amount of soft plastic, mainly around the upper thigh area. Actually, this guy really only around the upper thigh area and this stuff right here. Whereas he uses, put him down. He uses it right here in his upper thighs. He uses it here in his chest. And, the cape, oh my. We'll be right back after these brief messages. Now, let's move on to accessories. And boy, are there a lot. Oh, by the way, I'm deciding right now, score is 7-2. Because I feel like it. Alright, and I know I do the hands and the faces first, but I feel like you can't have Guts without his cape. What am I saying? I don't know anything about this guy. Yeah, you can't. I feel like you have to see him with his cape, and both capes have their pros and cons, albeit some more than others. Yeah, you guessed it. Everyone already knows that plastic capes are better than cloth capes. Of course I'm kidding. I know everybody prefers cloth capes, and yes, this cloth cape is definitely better than this plastic one. Though, like I've said many times, I do like my plastic capes. But this... Now, I get where they were going. They wanted to make it look beautiful with all the flutteries, so they had no separate pieces or separations. But you can't do anything with it. Now, his cape. So, his cape, I feel like, is too short. Then again, my only representation of Berserk armor is this, the Figma. And I've seen it in other places too, and I've always thought it looked sick. Yeah, I wish the cape was longer. And surprisingly, it took a little bit longer to pose, this one, the cloth one, than this one. Because this one's just a little peg, whereas this one, there's many different ways. Well, there's not many. There's two different ways. This little piece right here comes off. I will show you. And, focus. It's like a little hook right there, and you hook it around that and place his head back on. Now, before that, I was just putting it around his neck before I noticed that there was that little hook there, which gave it like, I don't know, maybe like 1/3 of an inch, if that, extra in length. Oh, and in case you're wondering, there it is, even more stretched down, which is one of the reasons why I don't like cloth capes. I don't know, it takes away from the picture, you know? I don't know, maybe that didn't make any sense. It just makes me see it more as a figure rather than like escape into almost another world. Whereas like if you look at this, look at it for a long time, it just looks beautiful. But yeah, here I think I'm gonna give them both a point because I like the way this one looks at a static pose. I like the way that this one's gonna look in dynamic poses. This one would be perfect if it was just like maybe like 2 inches longer. That's what she said. And my God, I can't get over all that detail in the armor. It almost looks like a Daedric armor, I think it's what it's called, from Skyrim. But I'll reiterate, take away the lighting and they're more on even footing, I believe. Though when you get up close, it's also like shades of brown, copper in there. He's beautiful. 7 to 3. Alright, so here they are with their other helmet. And I don't know, for some reason, it feels like he just looks much younger than he does. You tell me which one is more accurate. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely looks more intimidating. He, I don't know, is giving me femto. I know some things. Plus, his head is bigger than his head, which is weird because he is definitely taller. Maybe this is an older animation style versus a newer one. I don't know. I'm hesitant to give him the point over the SHFiguarts just because that whole setup with the head change and this thing was kind of a bitch, though the head does stay well, and I feel like it looks better in more angles than this one. I don't know, so I feel like it looks a little weird. It looks a little off at some points. But maybe I'll take this little rubber piece, because this piece is separate, and put it on him. Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know, honestly, the more I look at it, he looks very good. He looks so good. The details. Again, here they are with a different lighting. And yeah, it's definitely with posing figures, it's all about the lighting that you have. Fuck it, 7-4. However, he is immediately going to get another point only because this is the only face that he comes with. Whereas he comes with this just stern-looking face, as well as this angry-looking face. And it's essentially the same face as this one, but it looks like it has way more detail. First of all, look at the face. It just looks great. Look at those lines. Those like, why don't you have that? Shame.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
Alright, and here we go again. This is with the helmet that looks like it's becoming that wolf thing. And the SHFiguarts, I think, still takes it, though, however, it becomes much closer again with the lighting. Wow, this one looks really cool. It looks more metallic, whereas this one almost looks like deadwood, which is a cool thing. It looks like Daedric armor if you've played Skyrim. But yeah, with light, without light, I think I'm gonna give them both a point. You know, I want to be fair. I don't want to be terrible. And this, again, is in no way taking into consideration the posability right now because we're not in that. We're just with the accessories, and they both look good. Different lighting, they both look good. Because let's be fair, he's not going to be able to do anything. He cannot do anything but stand or maybe do some weird crouchy thing with that cape. That cape is complete doo-doo. And at the end of the day, you can really only get this guy right now because if you want to get this, you have to get it from a scalper, and it's probably going to be a whole lot of money, and he's probably not worth it. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't said it already, right now, you can actually get this guy at Lunartoystore. And guess what? If you go into the store and mention this video, you can get 10% off. Yes, that's right! We're sponsored, baby! So go to the store. I'll put the address down below. They're both so beautiful. But yeah, alright, that's it for faces, and I thought that was going to take much longer. These hands, they look like they're going to be a boo. Here we go. My God, Figma. Hands. Don't let me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Hands. I'm hideous, don't look. And now, I'm gonna tell you, this guy definitely comes with much less hands than Figma over here. I can be beautiful too. But one amazing thing that they did is add this hand where I know that he's missing this arm and it's like a cannon. And this looks amazing. So 9-4 SHFiguarts. However, that stand right there is a Figma stand because you don't ever come with a stand. Well, almost never. Almost no SHFiguarts come with stand. That is a Figma stand, and they have stand holes. So give me a stand. 9-5. And yeah, bitch, you're gonna get points too. You got a whole lot of hands. Why? I don't know. That cape is letting you do almost nothing. Is it bad that I'm almost more proud of this pose than this one? It's just so funny, so sassy, and I love a sassy bitch. No! No! Oh, I'm pretty sure we're 10 bucks. That's a big old thing you guys are swinging. And you've even got your own little sperm on your shoulder. I don't know who this girl is, so please tell me in the comments. And here we go with the swords. They both have pros and cons. Definitely this sword looks amazing because of all the blood. This was the repaint of this figure. And a little side note, this sword was actually one that I had to get in the mail because the original one that shipped out was disgusting looking. It looked bad. Let me see if I can find it. And here it is. Yeah, you can see that the paint is pretty bad on this one. Well, I mean, not that much different, I don't think. However, the size. So here it looks like they're the same size, but they're in fact not the same size. Kind of smaller. That's what she said. Thinner more than anything. But it is indeed a little smaller. Which is weird because I still get the feeling like he's a little taller. Definitely bulkier. That's one issue I have about this guy. He looks very, especially in the legs, he looks very lanky. But I don't know, something about it, about the character tells me that maybe this is more accurate. I don't know. Which one do you like best? I think I'm awarding Figma the point because of the little cum girl.
You're gonna get demonetized.
Then I will make $0 of $0. But where he doesn't get cum, he gets an extra pair of thighs. These extra bent legs allow him to get that pose that even I have seen him in. And while it does look pretty sick, his other legs that he came with can almost get this exact pose. Not quite, but it's a nice inclusion. Albeit very dangerous to change. Be very careful when you're swapping out those thighs. The sockets were just very tight. 11.5. Oh, and real quick, I fixed the pose because I looked at a reference picture and I noticed it looked a little different. Maybe a lot different. Yeah, still looks really fucking cute. Comparisons. You like that transitionless transition? Yeah, I bet you do. And here's with the cast of Konosuba by Figma, with special guest Guts Berserker armor as the Dullahan. And that's how he's going to stay, because now that we have this, what's even the point of you? Though with them, he looks much more intimidating than the Dullahan actually did. It'll be cool. And I think he scales well with them, with Figma in general. I know they're all standing in like different positions, not like straight up, but like I said previously, if you're going to pose them together, you're probably not going to pose them in a way that they're just standing like little toy soldiers. My head is a sperm. Ah! And here he is with Mayfix Gambit, which is probably the best Gambit. And yes, I'm saying that knowing that there is an amazing Yamaguchi Gambit, who kind of is ass. And here he is with the marvelous Moon Knight, who I feel is like definitely an underrated character, underrated figure. At least I feel like it because no one ever mentions him. And he's great. That cloth cape was amazing. I think this was the second cloth cape that they made after the Superman. The only complaint I have about his cape is that it's white. And your grubby little fingers are going to get it so dirty. Because I think mine did somewhere. Which brings me to my main issue with him. And I think I mentioned it earlier. His cape is just too short. Oh, and it's long. He died. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm going to keep it a little short because there's a bunch of other figures that are coming out. And this one came out a long time ago. So I don't even know if you're going to watch it. But if you do, leave me a kiss. Leave me a like. Stock me. Go buy this figure or anything else you're looking for at Lunar Toy Store. And if you go to the store, oh wait, it's not a surprise. I said it before. Yeah, 10% off. Just mention my channel. Make sure you're subscribed and buy whatever you want. But it has to be in store because I'm still just a little baby. But the address is down there. So if you're in New York, stop by. Tell them I sent you.